Welcome to another crazy season of Strange Famous. And today we're doing kind of like a little express mini episode where we're bringing in people from the Washington County Chamber of Commerce on the fly. So, got some big all-stars here in the house. Got Tina Fraley up in here sitting across from me with her beautiful blue eyes. And Siona Escoto.
That's correct.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
I did it.
You.
Look at that.
Doesn't happen often.
I'm really excited to have these guys here. We're just learning together how to use this amazing podcast studio that we so graciously get access to from the HCC Business Incubator, the David Fletcher Labs. So shout out to Maureen and Virginia for all their amazing work putting this together. I think it's fantastic.
It looks amazing in
yeah.
here.
Looks great.
And Incubator members get to use this for like $15 an hour, I think. And non-incubator members, hello out there in the land of business owners that want to have their own podcast, you can rent this space for like $30 an hour.
This opens up a whole new world for entrepreneurs in our county and surrounding areas.
Totally amazing. So I hope that anybody like looking for a place to host a podcast is not looking anymore. Like, come check this place out. Super affordable and support, what Maureen's put together here. So without further ado, I would love to learn about you guys and get you guys on the camera and microphone. So, and also give a shout out to my daughter Angela back here. She's our producer today. Hey,
Thank you.
She did take a little class in here and learn how to use all the equipment. So she's our podcast studio producer. I'm very proud of her.
Do we offer classes for this?
I think that if you contact Maureen and Virginia, they'll sit down and teach you how to use the equipment so you can learn how to do it yourself.
So it literally is just seamless.
Amazing.
Teach you how to do it and put it out there. And
yeah. She came in, they gave her like 2 hours of, they sat in here, Virginia and Angie sat in here and learned with this guy from the school. And they came in and taught like how to use all these road switchmaster things.
Switchmaster things. That's the technical term.
That's the techie term, I think.
It's all colorful.
Awesome.
It's very rainbow lights. It's very pretty. I love it.
We have visitors looking in on the window.
Nice. Well, so I would like to first ask Tina, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself,
Sure.
Give us your elevator spiel. It could take about a 46 floor elevator ride because you have a lot to talk about. So
yes, the multi-purposeness that is
Tina
me.
is a multi-purpose tool.
So yes, I am a board member for the Washington County Chamber of Commerce, as you introduced. I'm
Insert
also.
applause.
I've been a business owner in Washington County going on about 15 years.
Okay.
And so my business is Fit Minded Living. I help people to live their life more effectively, and that goes into the roots of the person. So it is meant to help them physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, just the whole experience of being a person and how to do that really, really well.
All the things.
So I have a small boutique gym here in Hagerstown, and then I also have a brand new yoga studio that has opened up. So we're doing a lot of cool new ways to meet people where they're at. This one's trauma-informed yoga, counseling, and Reiki offerings as well. So just really amazing opportunities to be well in Washington County, which most people know is my passion.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
No, I mean, I got the pleasure of checking your place out, obviously, and it is epic. I mean, if you're just like looking for a Zen garden inside, that's kind of what it felt like, is like you're, in a little, I don't know, like a boutique, but like luxury spa feel going on or something like that. I don't know.
It's meant to give you a space and place that you can just be you in whatever capacity that looks like. Some people need more guidance along that path, and some people know exactly what they want. So they might pick the build your own Zen room and enjoy the massage chair or the treadmill that goes under the table so they can do some of their work, or turn on all of the salt lamps and the different chakra colored lamps and just chill and escape from the rest of things.
So is it like a member based thing, or do they just like do something with you as a pack? Like, how does it work? How do they get involved with you?
So it's actually donation based.
Okay.
I have always been a proponent of not having to pick between your wellness and your wallet. So this particular building is meant to be a space that anyone from anywhere, any walk in life can walk into it and just find what feels good.
Love it.
I'm there to help guide that process
God bless
and journey.
you, Tina.
Thank you. We live in a life that needs more structured community. We live in a world that needs people that are willing to be there for other people. And this space has been my heart's journey through my entire last 5 years, I'd say.
I love that, the heart's journey.
Coming out of cancer and understanding that it is a different experience to live your life when you're told you might not. I wanted a space that anyone could come into and just take that breath. And if you need help to learn how, that's what my expertise is. So
Right.
I feel like it pulls together all of the life lessons, all of the academic and education and career, and just puts it in one spot where wellness meets a way.
Cool.
Because sometimes people don't know there is one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome, isn't she?
Thank you.
You know what's really cool about Tina? I mean, there's so many things that are cool about Tina, but one thing that I think is the most inspiring is that you have like 75 kids.
That one of those
And-
numbers is correct.
Yeah.
The
And-
7.
And like, this woman is like running more businesses than most people with no kids could handle running, you know? And like, you're running it with like, you know, you make it look easy. And like, I know it's not, but I mean, you really do. And you're cool at the same time. It's like, dude, she's got like tattoos on her fingers and like, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool thing.
Yes, no,
it's
it's
like a
definitely
thing that people, I don't know. I vibe with like your energy is dope and you're always like pushing yourself, but not so hard that you can't handle it. And I think that's what we have to remember. Like, don't overdo it, but like chase your dream. Like, give it all you got,
Yes.
but don't like pour until you're empty. You know what I mean? So it's like
you
that-
gotta refill.
That balance that you're looking. Everybody's seeking the balance, right? And it seems like you're not just found it for yourself, but you're trying to show other people how to find the balance.
My
Yeah.
journey to finding that balance has been the reasoning behind wanting to share that piece of things. So I love that you have said what you've said, but I will also say that it isn't always easy, and it may look put together, but there's still lots of pieces back here that are flying around and trying to juggle. And I think it's actually a really poignant moment to say that, because I actually had a client / friend who reached out, and they're like, sometimes you're really intimidating because you just look like you have your shit
Oh
together.
yeah, the first
And
few
I'm
years I
like,
knew you, I was like,
friend,
oh, I don't know.
it's not. If we can find a space where we can actually stand in that power, it's acknowledging that we don't always have our shit together, and that's not what the life is supposed to be about.
Sure.
It's learning to move through obstacles, whether it's Muddy Mamas or Ninja Warrior courses. You are learning together, connecting and purposefully bringing that community of women, community of business, community, period. Like all of us.
Definitely.
We are not here to get our shit together. We're here to share the experience along the way so that we can have all of us together.
The journey.
The humanity piece of it. Yeah.
I love that. Well, Tina, I love talking to you always, but I mean, where can people find? Okay, so if they're looking for Tina and they're like, fitmindliving.com, is that where they find you?
Yeah, fitmindedliving.com is the website. You can also find me inside of Facebook, where I am also known to live.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go to Solera Nexus Wellness and Healing Center is the yoga studio's name, and then Powerhouse Studio is the gym.
Okay,
But
cool.
you can always come to a chamber meeting. You can apparently
Put out a
come
bat
into the
signal.
networking group on a,
Call
what day is
Tina.
it? Thursday?
Yeah.
And
So this is Chamber Connects, essentially, right? I think that's what this is called,
we've
right?
been replaced.
Well,
like,
we were
relocated.
meeting, so
Sorry.
we were meeting at Pretzel and Pizza
Yeah.
Creations. Rest in peace. So sorry, Katie. I mean, obviously, the Frederick location is busting.
Yes.
It's always booming. So I think it was just a lot. And I'm like, I don't think anybody really knew, but they closed on September 28th. So we were
Yeah.
like, oh, dang. So we were usually meeting there. I just threw out the idea to do this like last minute.
So
I was like,
I
hey,
love that
why don't
you
we
did
just
that.
meet here instead and practice this?
we
Here we are.
have this email thread going back and forth because we're trying to connect work, as Eddie Peters always puts it so lovingly. And you just throw out there, like, why don't we just do a podcast? And I'm like, I'm following this email. I totally actually had something else that was supposed to take place. I'm like, man, I cannot make this. And then the universe was a gift, and my schedule opened up. And
There
I'm
we
like,
go.
I'm on my way. And now I get to meet a new incredible friend, and we get to hear more about all of the adventures that you're doing,
Oh,
woman.
girl.
Do
Yeah.
I get to ask you questions yet?
Yeah, you can totally ask me questions, but I want to.
Let's do that first.
Listen, I talk all the time on this stupid microphone. Everybody knows way too much about me already. So, all right, Siona Escoto.
I want her to say my name as wonderfully as she's saying yours.
Christina.
Go with Christina.
I know,
It's
I'm
a little
really
more.
enjoying it.
I don't know.
Nobody says my name that way. Can you teach my husband that?
Yes. I can make it your ringtone.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Another marketing
There we
piece
go.
right there.
Voiceover ringtones.
I think
Okay.
it's so funny that the universe selected Tina and I to be on the podcast today because even though I work for Washington County Public Schools as my main job, people don't know that I also have a parallel career. And I've been a licensed massage therapist since 2005.
No way.
and a
See,
yoga-
she's strange famous. That's her strange famous.
and
That's
a
where it
yoga
comes out.
instructor since 2015.
What?
So,
I literally was like, I channeled you then because
Yeah,
my
that's
last
funny.
session this morning, they were asking, like, do you know any massage therapists locally? I'm like, I don't right now.
It's
Wow.
definitely still something that I do for family and friends, but it's not something that I do professionally anymore. I don't need any more jobs.
Did I mention my neck is feeling a little tight?
I'm
We're
like,
friends, right?
We know somebody. We know somebody who might be able to help you out with that.
That's
but I just think
awesome.
it's awesome that we're both on this podcast together
Yes.
today because I can definitely jive with everything you said about needing to find that balance within our well-being bodies, the spiritual, the mental, the physical, emotional. We definitely need to be able to find that balance to kind of maintain that homeostasis, if you will. But very different from what I do in my everyday job.
But I love
work-
what you do, dude.
I do. I
I
love
what you do. And my son's in the CTC program for Frederick.
Okay, that's
so he
wonderful.
does welding at FCC.
Phil
so.
and a friend, what do you do for your day
She's
job?
the epic
Yeah.
woman. that does
The epic woman.
Everything.
Man, she's just giving you the title.
No,
I
she's
know.
dope.
Goodness
You're gonna love
gracious.
this. Okay. Well,
So I work
without
with the
further
school
ado.
system, and I have the wonderful job of connecting our qualified juniors and seniors with employers in the community, helping to get helping students to jumpstart into their preferred profession or the careers that they're interested in. So that way, hopefully, by making that connection while they're still in high school, it gives them that opportunity to have a plan when they graduate. So kind of jump starting them into their post-secondary plan. And sometimes that's going to be, programs in the area, maybe college. But the main focus of my program is that employer partnership, really getting them in a career to kind of have the opportunity to sample what does the world of work feel like in this industry that I've had an interest in. I've taken classes in this area. I have some foundation knowledge. What does it look like in the real world? So really kind of help bridge that gap to give them that experience and that experiential learning outside of what the classroom is teaching them.
So bridge that gap
Yep.
is perfect because that's exactly what you're doing. My 75 kids, I could remember my oldest two are 11 months apart. My second to oldest
Oh,
one,
bless your heart.
Irish twins. He was not your traditional student, and so the more experiential options were not available to him 8-9 years ago. But that piece of things would have been life-changing
Oh, it's so
for
vital.
him.
It's so important. I see students who have every different varying experience you could imagine, but some students walk away and they're like, this is exactly what I want to do. I'm so glad that I had this opportunity and the opportunity to see it in the real world. And then I have others that are like, I am so glad I did this because I am not going to do this for life now.
What a gift to give it to them at 16,
Try it
17, and
out,
18
yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of 40, 50, and 60.
And
So
sometimes students don't really have a solid plan. For example, I have one student, alumni now. He was in a biomedical program at our technical high school, Boyd J. Michael Technical High School. And he could go anywhere kind of in the healthcare biomedical field. He started with an employer through my program, the Employer Partnership Program, and he worked for an orthodontist office. And he loved it so much that he went to HCC. He did their dental assisting program, and he's still with them years later now doing that.
That's so cool.
So
I love the dental program here too.
it's
Like
a
I get my
great
teeth
program.
cleaned there. I'm not too shy to say like I go there because I feel like I'm also helping the students like
Oh,
get a
yeah.
chance to work with somebody, and I'm really nice to them, and I'm like, patient. They take 3 hours to do something that takes 30 minutes sometimes, but they're like they need that time to like practice with their teacher and sit there
And
and
they're so invested.
oh my gosh, they love it. And
Yeah.
it's so cool to be a part of that experience for them too. Like I
Yeah.
love doing that. And
Absolutely.
dude, my son Ivan has gone from not having a clue about like, I mean, he's been invested in school, but not knowing what he wanted to do to like having a career path in 1 year. It's
That is
amazing
awesome.
how much it's helped him. So
Yeah, that's
any
fantastic.
kids not knowing what to do, I would highly suggest sit down with somebody like
And I think a
Siona.
lot of people think that we're focusing mostly on the trades, but career and technical education in Washington County Public Schools is everything from business, art, to welding, agriculture. I mean, we have 10 different career clusters that we're teaching students about IT, healthcare, manufacturing. So they really have the gamut to choose from. It's across the board for career clusters.
And
then
that's junior seniors or
well, career and technical education is available to high school students in general.
so my freshmen can.
Yeah, depending on what their schedule looks like. A lot of them are working on those, required graduation classes. So maybe they don't have time in their schedule. It's more of a focus as they get through high school, in their later years, sophomore, junior, senior. But the idea is to get them into career and technical education. If that's their path, then get them out with an employer within their junior and senior year as well. So they can take that classroom knowledge and then apply it to the world of work. And what does that really look like?
And so you're guiding them through that entire process of what is the process of
Yeah.
them kind of like knowing where to start from or where to pick a track.
That's something that we talk about every day. How do we teach students about careers? How do we get them excited about careers? How do we get them excited about anything, but wanting to go into these classes, the career and tech classes? So a big focus is career connected learning across the board. So bringing guest speakers in. Talking about their profession, getting them out into the real world for these field trips. We've been doing a lot of field trips lately within our career connected learning, having students do job shadow days, all the different ways that we can expose them to industry, taking them to trade schools and colleges to talk about the programs. And a lot of times these classrooms are very innovative and sometimes can reflect or simulate a workplace. So giving them all those experiences, and then also building it into the class. For example, our automotive program at our technical high school, they run that program like a simulated workplace. And what that means is there are different roles available. So you're going to have, the shop manager, you have the lube technician, you're going to have the parts inventory person, and students actually have to apply for which job they want in the shop. And they have to go through a mock interview. And so sometimes I'm a part of that mock interview. The teachers are part of that mock interview. Sometimes the principal is, and they actually have to apply for the job and say why they want it.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah,
based
that's really
on
cool.
that,
That's smart.
they get the job. And then they have to be that role in the class. They have to be able to, articulate and communicate and maybe sometimes be assertive with their fellow classmates. And they actually have to do the job. So by bringing that simulated workspace into the learning lab,
Oh, the psychology that you are
Yes.
giving them.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, real world experience.
Whole role dynamics,
Love
just giving them the opportunity to be this experience
absolutely.
without all of the added stresses that come later in life when that is a job you have to have in order to put the food on the table and
Yeah.
all of those things. That is an incredible gift.
Yeah. And then if they also go out and work with an employer partner through the apprenticeship program, then they are taking that classroom knowledge. They have a little bit more experience. They've already kind of done the job, if you will. And now they go out and they execute in the world of work.
So cool.
It is
I'm-
really cool. It gives me goosebumps sometimes
Yeah, I
to
love
see the
it.
success stories.
So what are some of the businesses? I mean, my next thought is, okay, so how can we help you? Like I'm like just like a serve. That's my way my brain works. Like what can I do to help her, or how can I get involved, or what?
The chamber comes out and
Yeah.
does job fair or job, what do you call it? So when they're talking about the different positions that they hold in their companies, don't we?
Yeah, we have lots of career fairs. We
Okay,
love
that
when people
worked.
come to our career fairs and they host a table and they say that they're hiring and talk about the positions available. The best way to partner with us is Any business who is looking for skilled workers, I know that sounds crazy because we're talking about high schoolers, but I can't stress enough how amazing these students are and what they're learning in the class. What they're learning in the classroom knowledge is giving them the foundation skills, and they're working on projects, but then being able to take that out into the real world and apply it to a team and a business is just vital. And some of my employers are just blown away with the amount of technical skills that these students are bringing to the job. So you're not just necessarily giving a job to a high school student, a teenager. You're working with a skilled candidate. These are qualified candidates. So if you're advertising a job and you're just going to put it out there on the internet and get anybody who maybe doesn't have the technical skills, that's a great time to think about our programs, because we would love to be able to put students in those entry level positions and really utilize the skills they're learning in the classroom.
How do we connect with you on that? How do we reach out and apply for that?
Yeah, employers just contact me directly, and I can leave my information.
Yeah, we can put it in the bottom of the podcast, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be great. And just reach out to me, and I'd love to connect you in all the ways that you want to partner, whether that's just attending career fairs or maybe being a guest speaker or having us out for a field trip or, offering shadow days, or you want to hire our qualified students. We're looking for all of those forms of partnership.
Well, let me just make back up a bit. If I voluntold the entire Chamber of Commerce of Washington County and we don't already go out there, maybe we might be able to. So
love that.
That would be an incredible collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we're definitely lucky to say that we have some strong partnerships in the community. I'm so thankful for our employer partners and everything that they bring to the table. Employers also contribute to our curriculums. We want to make sure that what we're teaching is new, it's relevant, and it's exactly what reflects industry. So if an employer maybe is not hiring at this moment, but is interested in sharing this information through our program advisory committees, oh my gosh, that would be so valuable.
It's good to know.
Always looking for that feedback. What credentials are important? What skill sets are lacking in the candidates today? That knowledge for our programs is vital. That's how we stay current, and that's how we make sure that when our students graduate, they have relevant current skills they can take right to market.
I'd love to pull some resources from you because, like right now, I have this book, obviously, that I was talking about.
What's the book called?
Okay, here we go, my plug. Carolina's Wild Adventures. So the book is basically about myself, Carolina, taking my daughter Angela and her friend Ivy, who's never been outdoors really, and getting her excited about the wilderness and adventuring in the outdoors.
That's so fun.
So we take them, Carolina takes Angela and Ivy out. We go fishing, and Ivy catches her first fish ever. The whole thing is really awesome. We teach her, we kind of make it exciting, try to create some curiosity for kids to want to go outside and adventure. We also pray before we eat the food. So I'm trying to inspire kids to ask questions about prayer. Like, hey, Mom, why aren't we praying before we eat? Or what does that mean? Why are they blessing the food? What does that mean? So I'm hoping to inspire some new Jesus followers and preach my little preach that I got going on. And, God's changed my life. So I'm here to just be real about it and talk about it and get it out there. The book is also illustrated by someone who I got from the Western Maryland Consortium. So it's a really cool full circle thing that's going on there. Luke is my illustrator, Luke Dude. He is 25. He's autistic. He is the most amazing, talented man. I cannot tell you. When he finds a woman, that girl is going to be so blessed. I'll tell you that right now. But he's the sweetest man. He is so talented, and I'm just really blessed to work with him. I'm excited to get the book out. We actually have the book going to Amazon for publishing today. So
congratulations.
I'm so excited about that. So as soon as the book is available on Amazon, I'll be posting and telling everybody. We have pre-order list already that's in the thousands. So I'm very excited about that too. I'm feeling very blessed. We're going to come out with the coloring books. We're going to come out with some word searches and hunting and puzzle books that you can do while you're hunting that are themed the same way and illustrated by him.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about animating it. So I was curious to see if you have anybody in your wheelhouse students that are into animations, turning cartoons into animations.
Oh,
so that would be
maybe in our arts communication media cluster, we have a few classes under that umbrella that might cater to that. I'll have to put the word out and
so that's
find
something
out.
I'm going to be needing. So maybe I can put in a little, put a meeting together and pull some resources from you guys, because I know it's been really interesting to see the Western Maryland Consortium also is a great resource if you're looking for ways to like find new employees or give back. You can get employee support from the consortium, and in my situation, they paid 100% of Luke's employee costs for me for like 8 weeks while I got to work with him and get to know him and understand his skill sets and give him some experience in the workforce at the same time. So it was awesome.
Yeah, that's their summer youth program, and it's a fantastic program. They
I got to use them
Yeah.
2 summers ago.
Yeah.
And so I had 2 wonderful, wonderful humans that came to the gym and helped to kind of set classes up and
Awesome.
take classes
We
down.
partner very closely with them. There's something called a blueprint coordinator, and that's a representative of Washington Maryland Consortium, and his role is specifically to connect with the school system and work with us to ensure that students within the school have the resources that his agency, Western Maryland Consortium, can provide. So we work very closely with them. They're a strong partner of our school system, and we really appreciate everything that they can provide to our students and the employers that we work with. They provide a lot of support to the employers we work with as well.
That's amazing. We're so blessed. I mean, people don't realize how blessed we are to be in this, not only in this community, but in the United States. I mean, there's just so many resources here.
Gratitude.
So
it's
such a blessing.
The gratitude piece of it. When we look at the entire journey that we are all on, this is
Look at this space. Look at us.
a ripple.
We're like rock stars.
Yeah.
We're just like a bunch of chicks. But look, we're dope.
We're having our first panel discussion.
Look at us. Our first podcast together.
All right, well,
Episode
let's wrap it up. Let's see. I think there's more people that want to jump in here. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys so much, obviously, for coming in. This was super fun. Yeah. So, everybody, please check out the deets below. I'll put links to Tina's website and put everything down there for Washington County Schools, the program that Siona has. And thank you for joining us on another weird episode of Strange Famous. I'm your host, Caroline, and love you. Bye.
What's up?